6 years ago, my husband and I were traveling abroad when we were kidnapped. Our family only had enough money to pay the ransom for one of us. For Leo's sake, I chose to stay behind and let him return home. Later, a powerful man paid my ransom. In return, I worked under him for 6 years and eventually became his most trusted aide. In the 6th year, after helping him resolve all his troubles, I was finally allowed to leave. With nothing holding me back, I began my journey home. However, I never expected that upon my return, I would find Leo Evelina already a successful man but still with no intention of ever rescuing me. He was living happily with his first love and they even had 2 children together. Furious, I confronted him. I asked why he had not waited for me. Why hadn't he come for me once he had the means? He looked at me coldly and said, "Myra, why would I save you? You've been passed around countless times over the past 6 years. Who knows if you're even pure and clean still?" His words were so cruel and heartless, and it made me laugh in disbelief. So this was the man I once loved so deeply, the one for whom I sacrificed everything. At that moment, all I felt for Leo Evelina was hatred. If that was how it was, then he would pay every last bit of what he owed me. Myra Gray, we're still legally married. My company is about to go public. If you show up now, I will never divorce you. He stared at me coldly as he spoke. After all, if he divorced me, he would be forced to give up a substantial amount of money, something he simply could not bear. On top of that, there was the price I paid to save his life 6 years ago. If word got out that Leo and I were divorcing now, it would jeopardize his company's upcoming IPO for sure. But I looked him in the eye and shook my head. "Leo Evelina, let's get a divorce." He said nothing. Instead, he raised his hand and gestured behind him. The next second, a group of men rushed forward, forcefully dragged me away and locked me inside a room. "Just cool off in here." Then, with a detached expression, Leo added, "As long as you do what I say, you'll remain Mrs. Evelina. I'll make sure you live comfortably and my children will take care of you when you're old. But if you refuse to cooperate, I'll send you abroad." With that cold gaze and attitude, he turned and left. I was now a prisoner in the Evelina family's house. 2 bodyguards were stationed outside my door, cutting off any chance of escape. However, what Leo did not realize was that he had not taken my phone. In his eyes, I was just someone who had managed to flee back from overseas alone and helpless. He probably assumed that someone like me would not even have a phone, and so he did not bother checking. What he did not know was that I had not come back alone. I picked up my phone and made a call. "Sir, I need your help." My voice trembled as I spoke and tears slipped down my cheeks. "I told you long ago. Any man who could abandon you and run off alone would never stay with you for life. Hold on for 3 more days. Stay in the Evelina family's house and I'll be there soon." His voice rang through my phone. It steadied me, grounding me. What Leo never knew was that on the very day he was rescued, my boss had already appeared before me. Not only was I untouched, during those years, I was treated well. Exceptionally well. In fact, my boss rewarded me handsomely. I now had more wealth than Leo could ever imagine. The only unfortunate thing was that he no longer had anything to do with me